Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. How are you this morning? Welcome to the Journey's Real Feet that's been places. What about yours? I got a song for y'all this morning. While I go get me something to drink. I'll get me something to drink. Give me a second. Hold on. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. This morning, forgive me. I'm trying to figure out on my phone. Good morning. I'm sorry. I had a little something going on this morning. Try to play this song. I got to play this song for y'all. And we gonna die. We gonna dive right in. But good morning, though. Welcome to the Journey's Real. Welcome to the Journey's Real. I'm gonna let y'all hear this for a second while I finish something up real quick. If you know my kind, I want to don't waste my time. Put my foot to the pedal, doing 100 on the deck, NASCAR. You will see me flying like I'm in the jag tunnel vision. I got to get to what I believe. I'm telling you, you gon' start if you don't move your feet. Maneuver like a chess piece, like you the queen. Perception has everything to do with you and how you see your company. Pay attention to everybody on your team gossiping. Look up I can't hear you see us speak. Ask 1,000 questions, they always wanna know what it's gonna be. Moving in discretion, incognito, limit what they see. I hit them with that all as well. You see, when it's complete, don't be naive. Everybody really don't wanna see you eat. Friends is a rarity, so please don't try to get close to me. Long handle spoon, cause a lot of wolves trying to be sheep. Discernment, it will let you see that some ain't what they say they be. Don't get mad, don't get sad, move around and let them be. You better get on the job. You better get on the job. It's motivation. You better get on the job. Look, you better stay on the job. It's motivation. son. Try to live a righteous life, so I can give it back to Christ. I fall on my knees and pray every night. Yeah, you son, your son. Yeah, you son, your son. Try to live a righteous life, so I can give it back to Christ. I fall on my knees and pray every night. You son, your son, and that's a me. But why me? To give you wisdom and knowledge and anything you need. That's why I pulled you up about the street. Told you to pick up the cross and straight. But y'all go check out my YouTube page too. I do music for those that don't know. I'm a gospel artist. It was called You Sent Your Son. Go check it out at Can Do Clan on YouTube. You can find a nice selection of songs that I've put out by me and other artists. But go check it out. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. You won't be. I make the kind of music that's uplifting, though. Now, I'm going to make a disclaimer. I make uplifting music. So go check it out on YouTube at Can Do Clan. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe too. But welcome again to The Journey's Real. Feet that's been places. What about yours? We talking this morning on is conveniency killing us? Is conveniency killing us? For those that catch it on a later time, chime in. Let me know how you feel about the matter. Is conveniency killing us on today? We stay in a world where conveniency is just, you can find a plethora of conveniency all around us. And I see it all the time. And these are things I sit back and think on. But is it killing us, though? Is it taking away I feel like, this me, I feel like that on the back end, it's killing us. It's killing us on a daily basis. Yeah, it feel good. It feel good to have conveniency, for us to be convenienced. For us, we feel like we be cutting corners, cutting time down on things. And don't get me wrong. For somebody that may hear it, some conveniency is good. It's good. And I feel like there's a healthy convenience. But we stay in a world today where conveniency is everywhere. It's everywhere. Everywhere that you look around, everywhere that you go. Oh, you don't wanna cook. You got now where they bring your food to the store, even your groceries. It's not funny, but even your groceries, you got instant court. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like cooking nothing. You got Uber Eats, all kind of things. Okay. I'm sorry, I was talking to my mom. She chiming in on this subject. She said she want to get in on this subject today. But conveniency, man. I mean, man, it's taking over the world. It's taking over. We stay in a world today where it's like, oh, you don't want to do it? Ding. We got now today where we will get it done for you. We will get it. You don't have to worry about it. And like I said, at some time, that's A-okay. I'm sorry, I got my mom coming down the steps. I'm going to scoot over. I don't know what this is on the wall. I'm going to have to wipe it in. Fingerprints. I know, but I'm just saying. From the okay, Mom, come on, get down in here. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, get that right there. I'm coming right back. Okay, Mama. We gotta get my TV. We gotta get it tight. Yes. That's my mama talking about that. Okay, Mama, come on. But yeah, I'm trying to give my mom a few seconds to get it together and come on in the room. No, but yeah, I ain't gonna start without her though, cause she taking out her. Been on time this morning. These mountains. Y'all, please chime in. Share it. Do all of that on this morning. Mm-hmm. I really want to give people feedback. Let's start some real conversations around here. Because that's what the journey reel is about. The journey reel is about real conversations, the journey of life. On here, we don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about all kind of stuff. That's not telling you.
Mind your business.
Okay. But, we're going to talk about all kind of stuff. I mean, it's almost like nothing is off the board on the plethora of conversations we can have. Because we stay in the world where life is real and the journey is real. And it's everywhere you go. And we got issues and concerns and all kind of things everywhere you go. Yeah, I ain't talking because I'm waiting on you. Say I can still talk. But it's conveniency killing us. I'm sorry. It's conveniency killing us. Yes, it is on today. It's killing us and it's destroying us. And too, what I find out that conveniency on some levels is making us lazy. Super lazy. Yes, it is. I was thinking about this topic. Conveniency stunt growth of knowledge. Because if you stand in a world where they're making everything convenience every second, every minute, it takes away from your knowledge and it causes people to think for you, do for you, make things happen for you. And like I said, in some states that's okay. That's it's cool. But if we stand in a society where they are steady stressing, oh, we're gonna do this for you. Don't you worry about it. You sit back. You don't worry about it. We got this for you. We'll make it easier for you. You don't have to go in the kitchen and learn how to pick up a pot and learn how to cook. Because guess what? You can order and then look at this. We make it so convenient. We'll bring it to you. And then what happens also is that people get lazy and complacent and content in that, which in the long run, it takes away the knowledge of you knowing how to do things, the knowledge of you getting from it. It is so important that we go through certain things in life, which is learning. And the moment you stop learning and you let someone else do it for you, you put yourself in a dangerous, critical place. Because what happens if they come along and they take that back and they say, look, we ain't gonna no longer do that anymore. Then it leaves you in a pickle and a fickle. It leaves you in a pickle and a fickle. It leaves you in a desperate place. Yes. Yes. The conveniency feel good, but it takes away knowledge. It takes away growth. It takes away from people actually being able to have to go out and experience life and doing things on their own when you have someone else constantly doing it for you. Because that's how I look at conveniency. Conveniency is someone else constantly doing it for you. They're doing it for you. They're getting it done for you. And it's like, that's cool sometimes on some levels of things, but you need to learn how to do these things yourself. It's making you lazy. So let me ask the question, what up on today that they took a service away of, we'll just say cooking, because we ain't gonna get too fully deep into it though, right? They took away a service that was crucial to your life. Something that someone else was doing for you. And it's crucial, something that's needed, and then they take it away. And I look at this could go so abroad with conveniency. Man, I look at the world is really, is jacked up. The dynamics of it, the system, I will say, the system that they put in play and they slide into play sneakily, and they make it sound so good. They make it sound so good. They make it sound great. But the fact of the matter is on the back end, you're not learning. You're not getting a chance to experience things. And the moment you start not experiencing life on levels of things that knowledge base where it's growing you or causing you to be knowledgeable about things, you put yourself in a dangerous place. I want to talk about, for instance, how we can go in stores, right? And processed food is on a high rise, right? You know, they always throwing something in the box that's always already fried for you. It's already cooked for you. All you have to do is just put it in the microwave. These hypothetical things that I'm saying, but yet nevertheless it is true. You know what? All you have to do is throw it in the microwave. It's already cooked. It's already done. It's already this. Now, those kind of meals are very convenient. It's very convenient because guess what it do? It stop you from having to pull out pots and pans and seasonings and ingredients and prepping the meat and whatever, your fruits, your vegetables, whatever that it is. It stops you from having to do that, right? And on the back end, it feel good because you're looking at it like, oh, this is so convenient. It cuts down time. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do this. I ain't gotta think too much. Just pop it in the oven, pop it in the microwave. Okay, yeah, that's fine and dandy, and that's convenient, right? That cuts down time because that's what a lot of conveniency looks like on today. It seemed to cut corners, cut down time, stop you, cut down from you having to do something. But on the back end, the thing that I found out with a lot of these processed foods and foods that they already have prepared, when you really get to looking into the ingredients and you really get to looking into what's in this food, it is literally, the conveniency is literally killing you. A lot of these processed foods are literally killing you. Like, this is a literal thing that it's doing. It's killing you. You find out it's things inside of it. You better wonder if it's even really actually totally what they saying that it is. I gotta learn how to share the screen on this thing. I know I can. I can do it, but I don't know how to do it on this thing. But I said something yesterday on Facebook, and it was somebody that had a picture of the White Castle burgers that be in. It's not funny, but them White Castle burgers that be in they come two in a packet. Another convenient food. Pop it in the microwave, heat it on up, and the caption was saying like, I'm done with eating these things. And it showed on the front the burger had White Castle, 100% cheese, and you know, cheeseburger. It looked real good, and it was convenient for whoever that had it in their hand in that picture. But then they flipped it over on a second picture, and they had on the back is circle. A lot of this stuff, it said that this product contains this and this and that in it. This product that's inside of it has been known in California to cause cancer. But the conveniency, it felt real good though. And this the type of conveniency that I'm talking about that's killing us. Instead of you getting in there and you prepping and going through the process of knowing how to prep these things and do these things yourself. You know how to prep and do these things yourself. And instead of trying to cut corners. Instead of trying to cut corners. Instead of us trying to cut corners. My mother's coming to you. I don't know. You know what this thing does? I don't know why it does. Y'all look at it.
I'm trying to pop in, y'all.
Okay, there she go.
Hello.
Hello.
What it is, y'all? What's up? Can a sister girl keep in touch?
I'm not playing, y'all. This is my
Good
roadie,
morning,
right?
good morning,
This is my
good
roadie,
morning,
right?
good morning, good morning.
Yeah, so we talking about this conveniency, mama, that's killing us
Yeah.
all today. Oh, today, what you gotta say about it?
It definitely is because it makes us lazy.
Yes, it
It
does.
makes us lazy and it gives over a lot of control, whether you know it or not.
That's a good point.
It gives over a
That's
lot
a
of
good
it
point.
gives over a lot of control. And the thing of it is when people have control of you, they basically can do just that, control you, because the minute that the conveniency is there, you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You're gonna get up and you're gonna do what you've been doing before all that conveniency came along.
But the thing is that the generation that we standing in today, the younger generation, right? Because you just said that you gonna do what you do and go on. I feel for those ones, it's killing. It's gonna kill them because I feel like conveniency takes away knowledge and experience.
It does.
It takes away. So for the younger generation,
they become lost.
They don't know. They don't have that sense of not. And I mean, I ain't being funny. And this could go for men and for women. Just today, with all the conveniency of Uber Eats and Instacart and bringing your groceries, people not even knowing the simple thing of how to go in the store and just shop and have the experience of shopping. And people don't know how to put prep a meal. Don't know how to do a meal. Don't even know how to cook a for real meal.
It can basically make you socially handicapped.
Yeah.
Because you're leaving a lot of things that you could and should be doing yourself to somebody else to do.
Basically,
So it can socially handicap you because if you're not accustomed to going in the store. Now, me, I hate the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Simply because I just don't like the ritual of the grocery store, the process. I just don't like it. But someone who maybe have not did it and just jump right into Instacart, having somebody to go and get your groceries, and then it just comes a time when Instacart is no more, or none of those shopping apps are no more, and you have to go and get your grocery. You subject to have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, because the experience just overwhelming. Like, what I'm supposed to do?
You go up in the store, all these people in there, all this chatter, this noise. I mean, the whole experience could subject to just send you into meltdown overload. So therefore, it's really good to have that experience. You'll see, if convenience is okay, because every now and then we want a pizza delivered or something. But the experience helps you as a person
to be knowledgeable. That's what it's about.
It helps you as a person, and it does. It gives you knowledge and mother wits in other ways, and which is good to have, because those attributes can come in. They can be handy somewhere down the road in some other aspect. They could be handy somewhere else in some other
because
aspect.
if you got the younger generation, we just hypothetically speaking about this right now, but this is true. You got the younger generation who has all this conveniency around them, and they grow up in this conveniency, right? And I'm just kind of chiming off of what you were saying down the road. Okay, you don't learn how to cook. You don't learn just the simple experience of the store, and the mental breakdown was really good because I was thinking earlier when talking, a lot of conveniency in on some things, it brings about isolation also.
It does.
And somebody may say, oh, well, how could you have a mental breakdown from going in the store? People, yes, from all the experience can bring a mental breakdown.
Because it's a big experience for someone. I'm telling you from self-experience, going to the store, if you're not accustomed to going, can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming because, for one thing, you walk in there, all these people around, which you're not accustomed to being around because you're always in the house ordering things on the phone or online or whatever. Yeah, so
for real,
right? That's so therefore that right there can send you into shock. You go in there, all these people are all over. Then it's the noise. I'm talking about all these different noises, people, different chatter, the maybe the sound of the registers, just different stuff. People brushing by you. I mean, just the whole experience can send you into a meltdown. You know, next thing you know, you're crouched down in an aisle somewhere. For real, you know, maybe screaming, help me, but you know, that may seem like a little bit exaggerated,
but it's
you
not.
know, but it can possibly be, you know, because for one thing, this is something that you're not accustomed to.
It's like you know, I'm thinking of it. It's like a child, a baby. Because you and how babies you
going
take
to
them
school for the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Going to school for the first
and
time.
how they just it's a mental just overwhelm because they're not used to it. So don't find it far fetched that it can't happen.
That's right, and they have to be walked in a little bit at a time.
Yeah,
you know,
before they can actually be let go, and the child will tell you, "Oh, I got it today, Mama," or "Daddy, I got it. I can go and buy myself." You know, but see, that took time though. That's what that conveniency can do to you. When you lack the knowledge, that means you get the knowledge from the experience. If you don't have the experience, then you don't have the knowledge, and then if you don't have the knowledge, it can become overwhelming. Yes. Like you said, the register, the people, the overwhelming of what do I get, where do I go, what do I need, don't find it far-fetched. Don't look at it like it's a far-fetched thing.
And knowledge definitely comes from life experience.
Yes, it does.
It does not come from a schoolhouse.
Yes, it does.
You know, education, what education you can get comes from a schoolhouse. But knowledge and wisdom come from life experience.
Yes, it does.
You know, so therefore, you know, and conveniency can rob you of those life experiences.
You know what? That's just as well as we're gonna dive in a little more. Those were some of the things, but I'm gonna show you how they've been instituted, meaning the world. This is the world they're creating conveniency. And then this is the thing about conveniency too. If you're not careful, no, it ain't no if you're not careful, this happens, it will stop you from thinking for yourself. It will stop you from providing your own ideas, your own. No, for real.
No, I'm laughing because I'm thinking about something else.
No, but for real, it will. This is the danger of conveniency and getting comfortable with conveniency. They've been instituting conveniency for a long time. Now, I'm going to take it back to, let's talk about the old days and people of this generation. A lot of people outside of like my mom, on down the elderly on down. I'm not saying like she, because she been trying to say what you trying to say of old.
Because I'm not.
No, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying the later generation, they have been putting conveniency in place for a long time, and it's a systematic thing which causes you to stop thinking for yourself, stop doing things for yourself, which ultimately gives them control. And the moment you give people control, then basically guess what, and especially if they're providing the necessity, like your daily necessities,
your life becomes theirs.
And if they decide to cut it off, it leaves you in a place of desperation and desperation. They've been doing this for a long time. We can go to talking about clothes. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You have fashion designers today. God bless them that know how to make clothes and things of that nature. But these things that used to be instituted into daily living back in the day, meaning that maybe your great-great-grandmother or your grandmother, she knew how to get some fabric and sew some clothes and make some pants and make a shirt and this. And guess what? It cost, see, really conveniency too, another thing, it costs. Oh, yes, it does. It costs. It may feel good, but it robs you.
It
kills your
fun. You in more than one way.
Yes, and that's why I say the conveniency is killing us in more than one way. Conveniency costs. And a lot of people, if they look back, just if we talking about Instacart, Uber Eats, all these things, Uber, Lyft, all these things. Mama, I'm not talking about it in a way like that, because I know, like I said, I made a disclaimer from the beginning. Some conveniency is good, but I'm saying don't become a crutch.
Exactly. Don't become dependent on conveniency. You know, and it's all right to use Instacart and all those delivery services every now and then. And any attribute that allows you to that assist you in daily chores or whatever. It's okay to use these things every now and then, but do not, let this become a way of living, because I'm telling you, it is slowly but surely, it is handicapping you, because you're going to become dependent on it. In the minute that it's like someone snatching a cane away that you heavily leans on, if they snatch it away, what's going to happen? You're going to fall.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, let's give her a right. Oh, I love good analogies.
You're going to fall, and the thing of it is, that's not going to feel good. But right there, somebody else has got the control, because they're going to be like, well, we'll help you back up, but
only if you give us this, or you do this,
and nobody needs to have that much control. Nobody needs to have that much control, and we don't need to surrender that much control.
And that's another thing.
Because I love being dependent. I love being dependent. I don't, like I say, even though the store works my nerve, I still go there.
Yes.
I still go there. Because for one thing, that money that I won't give Instacart to deliver to me, I could buy some extra groceries with that.
And that's why I say it's killing us in more than one way. Because when you look back and you become so dependent on Instacart or whatever, and we're not talking about these companies in a bad way. We understand that. See, that's what we're talking about. Issue. Convenience.
And those companies that we have mentioned or she have mentioned, those are just companies that offer, that offer convenience.
We could talk about the grocery store. I could talk about a lot of things that's of convenience. The grocery store. How many of us on today actually know how to plant some food? The grocery store is conveniency. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm talking about we should know a level.
What happens if the grocery store should up and disappear? I mean,
and people don't think these things
can happen,
But pay attention.
But they can. What if they just all went out of business? How many of us are gonna survive? How many non-perishable goods are there that you can keep and store and use should anything happen?
That's the point of conveniency, robbing you of experience and knowledge. These things people did back in the days. Great grandma, whatever, they knew how to go plant a garden, and they knew how to tend to it. They knew how to sow some. And I'm just saying, right. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. I ain't finna try to explain it or woo no one. I mean, this is food for thought. And it is a question. Is conveniency killing us? It really is. And I ain't nothing wrong with a grocery store. Ain't nothing wrong with a clothing store. But I feel like at the end of the day, you should know how to do these things on your own, because nothing is promised tomorrow. If we really think on it, nothing is promised tomorrow. The shipload of clothes that someone else made, that bring it, who knows, the whole truck can...
But look at
be destroyed.
Look at the carrier that got stuck in that. What canal was that? It got stuck in there, and it had all those goods on it, and they couldn't get it out for a while. For a minute, But it slowed down the shipping process. A lot of goods were not able to get to its prospective places. And anything such as that, and anything else can happen. And what? Just think about it. The world evolved. Because it didn't start out with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It didn't start out with Instacart, Uber Eats, Grubhub. It didn't start out with all the convenience. It started out where people had to do these things on their own.
Yes.
And it was good that they knew how to do it, because if they
particular set of skills.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I will find you, and I will.
Hey, look, that's what I was thinking of, Mama. Hey, that's all for taking, y'all. But no, but think of that. Even in that movie, I don't know if it was Taken 1, 2, 3.
It was the first Taken.
When he took his daughter, he told him, "I got a particular set of skills." He said, "Money I don't have." He said, "But I got a particular set of skills." He said, "I will find you, and I will kill you." And guess what? Those particular set of skills that he had experienced and grew and knew was very pertinent
to him finding
his daughter and receive. And it's kind of like that. have experience in this life. Quit letting conveniency do everything for you.
You know, just in case something happens where you need those particular set of skills, you'll have them.
Yeah.
You'll have them. In the meantime, you can use the conveniency, but don't let it handicap you.
Don't skip the part of experience. That's what I'm saying. Meaning that don't put yourself in a don't make yourself handicapped. Because she keeps saying handicap. And that's real. Don't make yourself handicapped. Yeah. Meaning that you rather someone else do it for you
than you get the experience and the knowledge of doing it for yourself.
I'm telling you, we are just this world is allowing conveniency on every hand, and it's just taking away from people. It's robbing people, and I can go up into the government official, and that's why these people. They can tell you anything because they basically hand-fed you your whole life.
Right, and the thing of it is, you know what that is? That's an enslaved mind.
Oh, come on now.
That's what your mind becomes. It becomes enslaved to the system of what other people are doing for you. So therefore, you are not a leader. You are simply a follower.
That's it.
So therefore, when you become enslaved to all these conveniencies and things that's going on around you, you like I say, you like what I said and how she said it, you handicap yourself and you turn over the reins to somebody else. And now they're leading you.
Yeah. And they thinking for you.
Right. And who knows where they
gonna lead you to.
Come on now. You better
they think for you technology. As another conveniency. And I feel on the back end, because that was the question that I had in the post. But is conveniency killing us? And what is it doing to us on the back end? Convenience, what I'm finding out about conveniency, yes, it looks good, it feels good. It is
I
good.
Gotta go to the store, girl. They're gonna bring my groceries to me.
But what is it doing on the back end? It's taking away knowledge and experience. It's taking away, and if you don't have knowledge and experience, that means you don't have no growth. You're not growing.
Yeah, you stuck somewhere. I don't know where you're stuck at.
Yeah,
but you're stuck somewhere because you stopped experiencing.
In the baby stage.
You stopped going to the baby stage. And you stopped getting knowledge. So therefore, you're stuck somewhere.
A lot of these younger people today, just the conveniency of fast food, the conveniency of quick meals, quick this, quick that. No, for real. If you told them, like they be, hey, it ain't funny though, but I was like they be having pictures on Facebook and they be saying, I asked her or him to make me something to eat. They'll show a picture. This what they made me to eat. They don't know cooking. You gonna hand them a pot and a pan and some seasoning. You can even bring all the groceries. You can even give them all the groceries, and they sitting in the kitchen like, I don't know what to do with this. How to
My great niece called my sister and asked her about cooking greens. And my sister she asked her how many ingredients did she use? My sister say, well, I usually give out maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 bunches, or whatever. But anyway, I don't know what she did, but she took a picture and posted on Facebook about her greens.
It was
like a half a bowl of greens sitting in the bottom of the pot. And what we think she did is she used 5 or 6 leaves
and put them in.
I mean, but that it sounds funny, and it was funny at the moment, but that's what not having knowledge and wisdom about something as simple as cooking cooking a pot of greens, is that she didn't have the knowledge of that 5 or 6 bunches meant the whole bunch of green makes a pot of greens, not 5 or 6 leaves, but bunches, But that's what happens when you do not have the knowledge or the wisdom of doing certain things.
That's why, for real, I advise you younger people and the younger generation, sit down and learn you something. Sit down and learn you something before you be so busy trying to jump off the porch and thinking you're grown and you know things and all of that. I mean, it's conveniency, boy. It can go abroad. Sit down and learn you something. See, these the things that used to happen back in the old days. You know, you sat in the kitchen with grandma and you learned how to cook. Because my mama, hey, I ain't gonna lie, she a bad cook. You hear me? And she sat in the kitchen with my grandma and she learned her something, baby. And she can cook. And guess what? I sat in the kitchen and I learned me something.
And she still asks questions, which is, that's where the wisdom and knowledge comes in. Because the thing of it is, when you get to the point where can't anybody tell you anything or teach you anything, that's going to be a real sad day.
That's the day you stop growing.
Right, because the thing of it is, we should remain teachable till the day we die.
Yeah.
We should remain teachable. We should be able to stop, sit back, shut up, and let somebody show us or tell us something, you know?
But be careful.
Right. Who's trying to teach you something? Because people be trying to teach all kind of things.
That's because on today, I say that because that goes along with conveniency. That's what they're teaching on today. Let someone else do it for you. Let someone else show you the way.
Right. And that's what that's what they want you to sit back, shut up, and listen to.
But it's
but that right there, you know, you don't want to do, because that takes something away from you. We want somebody telling us something and teaching us something that gives to us, that adds to us in a positive manner.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, somebody cutting off you being able to have wisdom and knowledge and experience of something is not a good thing, you know, because you know, some things we definitely need the knowledge and the experience of, not all things, but we definitely need it, you know, in some things to make it in life, because that's what life is about. Life is about teaching us.
It's just like, I'm sorry, it's just like adult parents and children. Right. You don't supposed to make it convenient for your kids. Right. You supposed to teach them, train them up in the way that they should go. Teach them the knowledge, the experience. They supposed to experience this in the process. So when they get up, they can be self-sufficient. Not saying you're not going to help them. They don't still need help, but they're self-sufficient. That's just not happening today. It's not no self-sufficient. Matter of fact, they're stealing it every chance that they can get of you being let's talk about cars, right? I ain't trying to be funny. I'm talking about this is how much conveniency robs you of being self-sufficient. Now, back in the days, the way they used to make cars, right? Things was very accessible. It was easy. You could learn something, try to fix your car yourself, right? But they steady taking that away. The self-sufficiency now, they got your stuff all the way tucked over here behind your motor sitting sideways.
Must go to the dealership.
To the convenient place. Oh, no, you don't do it. We don't want you learning about it, how to fix something. Even if it's something this simple, we don't want you to do it. Come on to us. That's convenient.
And we're going to charge you a hefty fee.
Arm in a leg.
Even if you don't allow us to fix it, we're going to charge you just for us looking at
a diagnostic.
You know, so we're going to charge you about $75 to $150.
Just for our eyeball. Our eyeballs.
Just for eyeballing it.
Yeah. But real. But just because you put it in front of my eyeball, so now you have to pay me.
So why? But the thing of it is, why come I can't? If I'm able and I have the knowledge and the wisdom to do so, why come I can't fix my own car if it's something that I can do? Why come I can't change my own oil? You know, why come I can't do these things? Why must car dealership and manufacturers, I put it like that, manufacturing, go out of their way to make it to where, they ain't going to never be able to fix this. Trust and believe, they're going to bring it back to you, because they're not going to be able to fix it, because we fixed it where they won't be able to fix it.
But that's and see that convenience. That's the dangers of conveniency too. It's killing us. Like, don't think of just physically. It's killing your pockets. It's killing your finances. It's killing your mind. It's killing your knowledge. It's killing your wisdom. It's killing your growth on many levels. And then the thing about conveniency too, it's about money. Right. It's about like she said. You know why they start making it harder to fix and work on your own car? Because guess what? They say all these little street mechanics, because that's what they call them. If you didn't go to their schools and get even though a street mechanic can be cold at what they do, because they grandpa knew how to do it, and they got knowledge, and they went to that's called apprenticeship. Right. That's what that's called.
And they do have those these days, but they still want you to pay for it.
Yeah,
but it's called an apprenticeship.
When you get up under somebody else
that already has the knowledge.
They got the credentials and the certification to do it. But guess what? Oh no, you street level mechanics. What? You're taking, so now we finna turn the motor upside down.
Right.
No,
for real. Right. Because that's what happened. The motor was sitting one way, which was kind of like straight from like back to front in the car, and then they took it. They turned it around and they impacted everything around it. They made it tighter, because
like, well, you gotta take this off, this off, this off.
Like a 60-something or a 70-something, like what's the car? It has so much room in it. You can almost get over any and stand in there and fix whatever you need to fix. Not today, in nothing.
And then what they'll tell you, we made it more convenient. We compacted it, made it more convenient, took away, made it small. They got their reason.
Like the electric 225, that was a big car. That was a long car, and it had room up under in the up under the hood where you could get in there and you could fix whatever needed to be fixed. But like I said, they fixed. They'd be like,
they fixed that. They fixed that. Oh, you won't be standing up in. Matter of fact, you can barely get your arm in there.
That's right. And it makes you have to go to the mechanic, So, conveniency is not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
But the thing of it is, any good thing, too much of any good thing is not good.
Yeah.
Because it's not a bad thing, because for one thing, they say we have 24 hours in a day. I beg to differ. I think it's down to like 20 or something. So we do need, maybe a little assistance in getting this done or getting that done, but don't let it handicap you. Don't allow it to handicap you. Still get out there and get the knowledge and experience, the experience of it, because if that stuff should up for whatever reason and disappear, vanish in the wind or whatever, then you're going to be sitting there like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And no one should be left in that spot. When I was growing up as a kid, I thought life was a little hard. But you know what? Once I got grown and got life halfway together, because I'm still
constantly
getting it together,
growing.
Right? And we got life halfway together. I look back and I was glad that I had all those skills that I was taught, because if there was no mop in the house, guess what?
You was watching with your hands.
I had to
get
a towel and I had to get down there.
Not today.
Right.
Not today.
That's nigga, what? Ain't no mop. Damn it, they'll let flowers grow on the floor before they get
on
their
hands and knees.
Because they're accustomed to using a mop. And if a mop disappears, they be like, well, what we gonna do now? Oh my God, get you a bucket, baby. Put you some water and soap in and get you a rag, towel or whatever, and get your floors clean. But I was glad that I had all of the skills that I had. I really was. I learned to catch the bus to get around, I think probably about the age of maybe 10. I'm talking about from maybe the city to the county, because I partially grew up in Richmond Heights. But from the city to the county, I was able to do it. Man, you mentioned a bus to this younger generation, they're gonna be like, bus.
Yeah.
Now it's not. Don't get it wrong. It's a lot of them that get out there and get it, and hooray for them, thumbs up to them. But it's a lot of them that act like, baby, if 4 wheels ain't up under them, they can't move. The conveniency, right, of a car. Of transport, personal transportation, other than public transportation. But the buses might break down any doggone day. You look on the news and they be like, you can't get around. You have to get from A to B the best way you can. A lot of people gonna start ceasing to exist.
You be like, where the world go? Man, they in the house, baby. They ain't outside no more.
I been got me some shoes,
baby,
some
and
boots, or whatever, baby. Baby, walk and baby, I don't walk the country mile. Trust and believe in my lifetime, you know. But the thing about conveniency is that when you do too much of it, is hurting.
Yes, it is. And like she said, ain't nothing wrong with conveniency, but get knowledge first. Mm-hmm. Get experience first. Right. Mm-hmm. You know, get an understanding of even how to do it first before you go leaning before you go just surviving off of conveniency. That's the whole point. Is conveniency killing us in this generation that we live in? Everything is convenient for a lot of this generation on plethora of levels. And when you go to talking to a lot of them and asking them simple things of life, how to do it, they have no knowledge of it. And they say, oh girl, oh boy, I don't do that. I just let such and such do it for me.
I ain't gotta go.
And it's killing you. It's killing your experience. It's killing your knowledge. It's killing your growth. It's killing your understanding. And then, therefore, it stunts you. And then you leave it to where someone else has control over you. And someone else, at any time, if they decide to stop doing it, the thing is, do you know how, though? Yeah. Can you do it on your own? Have you had that simple experience and knowledge of it? If you haven't, and if you cannot answer yes to that question, then guess what? You need to get in school and you need to learn you something and you need to get that experience and that knowledge and that understanding before you go to a place of totally dependent on conveniency. So, I don't know, Mama, you got anything else to say? Because I don't.
Well, no, it's just, you know, like she said, get the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience. You know, I'm telling you, it definitely cannot hurt to have it. Even if you don't use it until 5 years from now, you'll have it. Yep. You'll have it. And it's better to have it than not have it when it come a time when you need it.
Yes.
You know, so, you know, get the knowledge and experience, you know, and the wisdom of doing things for yourself. Yep. And quit depending on, you know, somebody else doing it for you, because that's basically what you're doing when you're depending on somebody else doing it for you. Yeah. Get the experience and knowledge of doing it for yourself. Even if you don't use it at the present time, have the knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I want to tell y'all something else too. For all y'all that get this far, get the experience of life of learning how to put some clothes together, grow you some food, learn how to clean you some water. Learn about some perishable foods. You may say, Lady, that sounds non-perishable. Non-perishable foods. Get the basis of the necessities of what you need in this life, and quit let convenience give you all the knowledge and do it for you. And doing all of that, learn the basic necessities of the things you need in life, because you never know what comes.
As you see, the world is changing as we
constantly.
Know it. And really, in this day and age, it's changing as we know it. So we need to change too.
Yes, and we need to pay attention. Right. And we need to look at the system. I mean, it's so many systematic systems out here that's working really teaching us. Right. I mean, I could talk about churches and talk about schools and the things that we're allowing, because it's so convenient for us. However, the conveniency is convenient for us. It's so convenient, but it's really damaging and it's killing us on the back end of having experience and knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So, I don't know. If you got this for, learn the basics. Learn the basics of life. Things that you need, that you can't live without, because it's very important. If the system today, like they was having that situation with the gas, and they talking about because they messed up because of whatever happened with the system of higher up people in their business.
We finna suffer.
They telling people they finna turn off gas and all this and do all of these things, and it's just like, okay, if they do cut your gas off, what is the people gonna do? And the people are tissy is in a fissy because they have the conveniency of gas and being warmed by someone else supplying it for you, that guess what? Now you in a reckless place and you don't know how to survive for yourself. You don't know how to keep yourself warm and just having knowledge. See, and I use this just as an example of things of what convenience is killing you. Learn how to filter you some water. Learn how to grow you some food. Learn how to survive, because the system right now, it feeds us, it clothes us, it
what? No, I ain't talking about that, because I was everything when you say learn how to filter you some water, I was getting ready to say we might even want to dig a well.
Come on, stop
because
playing.
The thing of it is,
they did it.
Because the thing of it is, think about fire hydrants. When they turn on fire hydrants, where do water come from?
From out of a well.
It comes from down. So I'm talking about, because before all this modern stuff came along, they went to a well to get water. So what, wells are done away with? No, they just made it pretty. No, they still, because that's what that's what the water companies use. Right. They just made it pretty. Filtered. They start filtering it, and they put a pipeline in.
And then they put something to cover it up, so it wouldn't look like a well on today.
But it's still down there in the well. It's still in the well.
But see, these are real topics. So see, this is what the journey real should be about, for real. The journey is real. Like it's feet that's been places. I ain't just talking about literally, but I'm talking about up in here, the experience of the mind of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Because
for real,
life is a mindset, whether y'all know it or not. Life is a mindset. People who do diabolical and despicable things, that comes from their mindset.
Yeah.
They're always, it's like Pinky in the brain.
Yeah, what are we going to do today?
What do we always do?
We're going to
take over the world.
Hey, and that's
a mindset. That's a mindset that Pinky in the brain had. The mindset was every day, their mindset was on taking over the world.
And then that's the higher up officials too.
No,
they're taking over the world
because
too. They're taking over your free will, you thinking for yourself, questioning anything. I'm telling you,
the world has always been about power and control. I don't give a damn. I don't care what it is you say. I'm sorry about that. but that just touched the nerve right there. It has always been about power and control, even over land and space and area. Power and control. If we let's get control of this area, this area, this area, this area. If we can, the more area we have, the more power we have, the more control we are being in. It's a mindset.
Convenience have been killing for a long time. When I tell you, this thing goes deeper than just the subjects that was touched on today. But I just bring the topics because I want to cause people to think. Just stop going along to get along. Stop just jumping on the bandwagon of things, just doing things because it's convenient, because it sounds good. I mean, like, for real. Even she talked about the land. That just struck on something with me too. They rather tell you rent. Rent. They don't really teach people how to be self-sufficient in this world.
How many times have you seen a commercial, any type of advertisement saying, get land, buy land? It's a good thing. That's a good investment. Get land and buy land.
If you could get land, you good. You good if you could get land. If you could get land, you can live. You could grow. You could get you a well dug. You could do, man.
That's your land.
That you could survive if you know how to use the land like they do. But no, they say, no, we don't.
We're doing for you.
That's the convenience. No, for real.
That's right. Don't try to do it yourself. We got you.
And they keep instituting it. And what they're doing is, and this how I thought about it before this podcast came forth. It was like they're strengthening you up here, but they're weakening you in here, in the physical of knowing things. Like, okay, the technology and those things. But a lot of that is conveniency. It's take away the experience of life. Not all technology is bad. That's not what I'm saying. But they're taking away.
Let me use this example. It's just like in school when you would do math and the teacher would be like, don't use a calculator. Now, why do you think that they would say don't use a calculator? Because a calculator would rob you of the experience and the knowledge of how to break the problem down and get the correct answer, because the calculator is doing it for you. You know, because a math problem might be made up of pluses, minuses, multiplications, exponents, you know. And the thing of it is, if you can just go through these steps on the calculator doing all the work, your brain just died a little bit when that calculator was doing all that work.
But that's the convenience.
But exactly, of the calculator. But that's why the
we'll
teacher
calculate it for
we'll
you.
calculate it for you.
Don't think.
No, that's right. Don't use your brain. Don't use your brain. Don't your brain go through all the steps, because it might break down. We got this. The calculator would do it. But that's why the teacher would say don't use the calculator, because it robbed your brain of learning how to do it itself, and you how to do it itself. Because the calculator was doing it for you. And that's the same way with life. Life, the conveniency is the calculator. So each
we'll calculate what you need, how to do it for you, what to say, what to think, we'll do it all for you. And it stops you from thinking.
Right.
And
because
growing.
It's doing it for you.
Yeah.
So people, I'm talking about really, we need, I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. We need to start thinking. Let me help her out. We need to start experiencing.
But you know what? And it would
we
really
need to start asking questions.
And it really would help if we could come together and work on this and do this, because I'm telling you, there's strength in numbers. There really is. There really is. There's strength in numbers. Now that's a different subject for a different day.
Yeah.
For real. But we really need to come together. We really need to come. We need to come to the conclusion that we need to strengthen our minds, and get the experience and knowledge of certain situations, so that no one can control us with all this conveniency. Because that's exactly what's happening. Don't be puppeteered. Learn for yourself. Get the knowledge. Yeah, get the knowledge for yourself, the wisdom, the experience, because it's nothing like it. I'm so proud that I can do something else. I would really feel bad if I didn't know how to cook. My kids would just have to eat that trash that I would be making.
I like eating, but I'm going to figure this thing out.
The thing of it is, I think about kids who be eating their parents' food for like all their life. They don't
Lord, we not going there. See, they think it's good. It is good. Whatever, Lord. We not going there.
But I'm just glad that I have the experience that I have. I'm glad that I can sew a hem in the pants, baby, that you think it came from the manufacturer like that.
Just little simple things. Just things like that.
Then some people be like, a needle thread, what that look like?
And how do you even use it?
No, how you get the thread through the needle? You're supposed to put the thread through this little bitty hole. How you gonna do that? And it's all so doable, but they don't have the experience of it.
For real.
They don't have the experience of it. And that's the one thing that I love about my daughter. She making sure that her children got those simple essential needs in life. She done crafted out a day to all the older ones that can't cook. You got a day to cook. Pick you a meal, get in there and fix it. And they have done it. They all have done it, and their meals have been good. My grandson bought me some fettuccine pasta he had made. Man, first I was like, Lord, I know, because I don't like pasta that's dry and sticky. Man, I was like, Lord, he bought me a nice size little bowl, and I had fixed me a little of it. I was like, man, this pasta is they came back trying to get that pasta. I was like, don't touch my pasta. I'm eating the rest of it.
Yeah, it was done away with.
But I'm telling you, but they all did it, and they did good. So see, right there, they got the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience, because they did it, of learning how to fix a meal. And those are good attributes to have.
Yeah.
My grandson, he has a lot of knowledge because he's always right there with his mother. When his mother's doing anything, she could be sweeping up some dog doodle. How you get that doodle up, Mom? How you get? I mean, just the knowledge. It doesn't matter.
For real, seriously.
So so that's one thing.
That's pertinent to me,
right?
Because I teach. See, conveniency teach you how to depend on them. That's just as well as with children and parents. I make it plain to my children. Don't lean on me and be convenient with just thinking, oh, she gonna, cause I may not be here, so I need you to know how to do it.
Right, and that was my biggest. Yeah, I mean, because I used to tell them, I said, look, ain't nobody gonna treat y'all like me. So y'all better get in the habit of treating yourself like me.
For real, seriously.
Get in the habit of doing it for yourself, because if you're looking for somebody else to come along and do what I do, you finna be in a bad situation, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They come along and do for you what I do.
And that right there is nothing but truth. So we gonna leave on that note, because me and my mama keep going on. We already hit our overmark, but I always enjoy doing the show with her, because I know it's gonna be live and lit, and we gonna have us some fun.
That's right. So what it is, y'all? What's up? Can a sister girl keep in touch?
She don't tell her what.
I give you my number, and you can call, and you can follow that wisdom through the mall. I'll teach you how to stand and not fall.
Hey, y'all better stop playing. We finna have a whole. I like all that. I might have to have a record that. I really thank everybody in advance who even make it this far and listen to it. Just keep tuning in, because this ain't stopping. I told y'all last week I was late. I said it ain't happening no more. So
and after today, it's not happening again.
I was on time.
Huh? You got me about 7?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I had started it, but I had I let them hear some music. Don't forget.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. And then don't forget.
She was on time.
Don't forget, y'all go to the Journey's Real. Like and share the Journey's Real page. Also, go to YouTube to the Can Do Clan page, and that's where you can get the music at and listen to the music. It's a lot of other things I got.
We got so much
upcoming. Man. Making things happen. But
we looking for the experience, the wisdom, and the knowledge.
And the understanding. I don't play about that. And I seek the Lord for it constantly. I'm constantly in his face.
To me, Lord.
Yes, Lord. All of that. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in, share it, like it. Don't forget, because we got some more hot topics coming up. But you'll also be able to find, if you want to know what the topic is, lately I put the topic up in advance before Sunday and let you know what the topic is. Because guess what? Get your questions together. Ask your questions. You could be invited to come and speak your piece and comment and do all of that. I'm looking for all of that.
Feedback.
Yeah.
We love some feedback.
Yeah.
So until next time, let's give it 2 thumbs up. Give this,
Are we giving 2 thumbs up?
Yeah, this broadcast, we give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah.
But y'all know what it is. Until the next time, salute to the Messiah. But y'all already knew that.